What's up guys, Jay here, and today we're going to be installing some upgrades on the 2022 Ford Super Duty. These are going to be some interior upgrades, some protective upgrades. So let me take you to the back of the truck and show you what we're throwing in today. All right, so in this box we have the WeatherTech Floorliner HPs. These are going to be the front and rear liners for the F250, 350, 450, 550. I'll post those in the description so that you can actually go to WeatherTech's site and order these for your vehicle if you like what you see in the video. The reason why I went with the Floorliner HP is because I actually just recently installed them on my wife's 2022 Forester, and I really liked how they were made. I've pretty much only ever had WeatherTech liners in any of my vehicles, but I've had the original Floorliners. The only issue with the original Floorliners is that they're super rigid and sometimes they can lose their conformity to the footwell that they're sitting in. Sometimes they curl up on the ends when you're talking about your rear liners that go down over the sidewalls. So I went with the Floorliner HPs because they have a little bit more rubber content, and that makes them a little bit more pliable, so I don't think you'll have that issue with them curling up or losing their conformity in the footwell. So I'm going to go ahead and get these out of the box, lay them in the bed so that they can kind of heat up and lay out flat. I'm going to sweep out the inside of the truck so I can have a clean footwell to put them in, and then I'll show you guys what they look like when we get them in the truck. So this is going to be our driver's side front liner. It's got the push tabs to fit into the factory hold tabs on the floor. It's got some nice dimpling here to keep the mat from sliding, but you can see it's much more pliable than previous generations of the floor liner, which I really like. And it goes down over the sill plate, which is awesome. I was really hoping that would be on my wife's Forester. Hers did not come up over the sill plate, so this is a huge plus for me. This is going to be your front passenger mat. No hold tabs, but it does have the dimples, so it'll stay fairly well. Your passengers aren't going to be as aggressive getting in and out of the vehicle as much as you are, so I don't think you really need those tabs there anyway. And here's the big boy back mat. Take you guys off here. So you can see this. It does come down over the sill plate as well in the back, and it goes all the way underneath the front seats, and there's a nice little cutout for your vents. Goes up and hugs the center console, which is awesome, keeping the water from rolling down in behind there and getting all in your carpet. Nice little lip on the back. Now I do have the under seat storage, so I ordered this with that option. You can also order it to go all the way underneath the back seat if you don't have the under seat storage. So I'm gonna go ahead and go inside the truck and get that all cleaned out really quick, and then we'll come back and grab the mats and throw them in. I'll show you what the finished product looks like. All right guys, so if you don't opt for the all-weather mats that Ford offers, this is pretty much what your floorboard is gonna look like. You're gonna have the carpeted mat, and that's it. No door sill protection or anything like that. Doesn't go up very high, and you can see the carpeted mat does not go up very high at all. That's it. That's all you get. And we'll do the same thing in the back here. You can see no sill protection or anything like that. And when you come inside, kind of the same deal. The floor is totally open in the middle where the center console is. So no protection whatsoever there. You can kind of see how far underneath the seat they go. And they go all the way back to the storage under the seat. But that's it. Now, full disclosure, I did have, and someone pointed this out, I think one of my subscribers actually pointed this out. I had some Toyota floor mats in here, which actually fit fairly well. They were from a 4Runner, but you know, I made do with what I had until the WeatherTechs came and I could actually find time to put them in. So they're out now, but they did a good job of protecting the floor in the meantime. But no match for the WeatherTechs, which we're getting ready to throw in. Like I said, the WeatherTechs will cover the lip coming down into the door sill plate. So that's going to be nice, and they do go up under the seats. They follow those carpeted mats. Now with the old WeatherTechs, sometimes I would actually keep the carpet mat under them because they didn't conform super well to the sides, and I was always afraid that something was going to get down on either side of the mat and ruin my carpet. So sometimes I would leave those carpeted mats underneath, even though they tell you not to. But with these Floorliner HPs, they conform so well. I'm going to take mine out, put in the HPs, and I'll show you guys what it looks like when I'm done. Look at that nice crisp line back there at the top of the carpet. Definitely great coverage. Bravo WeatherTech for making such a badass mat. And man, here to tell you, it really makes the interior of the truck look 10 times better with those suckers in there. And I feel more confident now than ever that I'm not going to destroy my carpet, which is nice. But it's great that I'm able to protect this investment, because if you waited for these trucks like I did, you know, 3+ months, some people close to a year, you want to protect your money investment, but you're also, you know, your time investment. You did spend some time waiting for this truck to come in, so you want to make sure you protect it, and that's why I threw these in. So I'm going to go ahead and throw in the passenger side, and then I'll hop back to the rears and I'll show you guys what those look like. Nice and sun warmed. And again, so snug with the fitment. Super nice. I love that. That's so good. I know I keep saying this, but WeatherTech really killed it with the fitment on these babies. This one doesn't go quite as far up as the driver's side, but definitely, you know, far enough for the passenger. I don't anticipate the passenger, you know, sticking their feet on the blower motor or anything like that. Goes up the sidewell quite a bit, and it comes out on the sill plate. And like I said, goes all the way back to the seat tracks, which is super nice. Love it. Fits great. Sits really well. That'll probably flatten out over time, that little gap there, the more you close the door and such. But super happy. I feel so much better with these in here. Now with the rear seats, I may need a partner, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull the carpet mats out. We'll see if I can lay this thing across without smacking anything. And it's kind of heavy, I guess, and kind of awkward to manipulate once you get it in the truck, but we'll see what we can do. Let's go get the WeatherTech. This thing's a monster. So I'm gonna just feed it across. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. I'm super OCD about my interior, guys, so I don't like nicks and scratches and stuff like that, and I try really hard to be good to my stuff because I want it to last, and I do plan on keeping this truck for a while, which is another great reason to get these WeatherTechs. If you're planning on keeping this for a while and you're planning on making a living out of this truck, or it's a hauler or whatever it may be for you, you definitely want to protect it. If you're going to keep it for a long time, this is a great way to do it. Come to the other side here so we can shimmy this thing in. When I say this thing is cut so well, it's just so tight to get in here because it's an exact fit. If you're doing this by yourself, you may have to work it from a couple different angles. This should be it for this thing. All right, she's in on this side. I'm gonna go to the driver's side, pull it down a little bit so it can sit underneath the seat, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. Guys, that was so snug. I can't even describe to you how snugly these mats fit. I mean, it's incredible. And how high they go up on the sidewalls. Super nice. You don't have to worry about shoe scuffs down in here. You don't have to worry about stuff getting on your carpet, people getting in and out. Very nice sill plate. Now I will tell you, if this sill plate is not sitting flat, if there's a gap underneath it, you're not pushing it down in front of this ridge here, this lip. If you have the underseat storage, you got to really push it down there and make it fit and conform, because it will go right up to the back of your seat tracks. So you got to really make sure you get it down in there, and then it'll sit flat against there. So your door, whenever you close your door, the door trim will go right over top of it and sit against it, and that will hold it down and kind of help flatten it out even more. But man, this looks so good. Creates a nice gasket right there against your center console. Goes all the way from the front to the back. Awesome. Guys, I cannot tell you how happy I am to have this thing in the back seat. I've been putting stuff on the floor and just worried about it. No more. I don't have to worry about it anymore. It's going to be super nice. And if I ever want to lay this down flat, my storage unit, then I've got protection as well. I can put stuff all the way across the floor, put the seats up, not even worry about it. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for this one. I hope you really enjoyed the install on the WeatherTech floor mats. Hopefully you guys got some answers to questions if you were on the fence about whether to get the original liner or the HP liner. Definitely for me, here on out, it's going to be the HP liners all the way. I think they've taken something that is a great product and they've made it even better, which a lot of times is hard to do. But WeatherTech seems to have really done it with these mats. The next step is going to just be seeing how long they hold up to the elements and things like that of just daily use. But I think if you clean them regularly, like I do anytime I detail my truck, I'm pulling the mats out and washing them off, making sure that they get conditioned before I put them back in the truck. As long as you do stuff like that, I think these things will last the lifetime of the vehicle, or as long as you keep it at least. So as far as protecting your truck and protecting the interior, I think this is the bare minimum you should do. This is the very first thing that I typically do when I get a vehicle, is throw good mats in it, and then we go from there. So if you guys like this video, if you found it helpful, please let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. If you guys have these mats in your Super Duty, Let me know what you think of them. If you have the original Floorliner, let me know what you think of those compared to what I put in today. If you got some friends that have Super Duties or have them on order, share this video with them. That way they know what's out there as far as protection goes for their interior when those things come in. That way they can get these mats coming and get their interior protected. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for what comes next, because we're going to be putting the trimmer valance on in the next video.